Impact of tourism. Tourism impacts tourist destination in both positive and negative ways, encompassing economic, political, sociocultural, environmental, and psychological dimensions. The economic effects of tourism encompass improved tax revenue, personal income growth, enhanced living standard, and the creation of additional employment opportunities. Social cultural impacts are associated with interactions between people with differing cultural backgrounds, attitude and behaviors, and relation to material goods. Tourism can also significant political impacts by influencing government policies and promoting diplomatic relations between countries. The economic effects of tourism. The economic contribution of tourism is felt in both direct and indirect ways, where direct economic impacts are created when commodities like the following are sold: accommodation and entertainment, food and beverages services, and retail opportunities, resident visitors, businesses, and various levels of government all influence direct tourism impacts through their spending in or near a given tourism area. The key component of direct economic impacts of tourism is that they occur within a country's border and are implemented by residents and non-residents for business and leisure purposes. Induced spending, which is the recirculation of tourist dollar within our community, is another way. The tourism indirectly has an impact on community. For example, a foreign tourist injects money into the local economy when he spends $1 on a souvenir made by a local at the tourism destination. That individual goes on to spend that dollar on lunch from local vendor, and the vendor goes on to spend it locally. Impact control measures. Impact control measures in tourism refers to a set of strategies, policies, and action implemented by destination authorities, tourism stakeholders, and communities to regulate and mitigate the negative consequences and effects of tourism activities on the environment, local culture, economy, and overall quality of life within a destination. These measures are designed to strike a balance between the economic benefits derived from tourism and the preservation of natural resources, cultural heritage, and the well-being of host communities, aiming to ensure the long-term sustainability and resilience of tourism destination. They encompass various initiatives and regulations that address issues such as overcrowding, environmental degradation, cultural erosion, and social disruption, ultimately seeking to foster responsible and sustainable tourism practices. Social impacts of tourism. Social impacts of tourism refers to the effects that tourism has on the social fabric, culture, and communities of destination. These impacts can be positive and negative and can manifest in various ways, including changes in social structures, community dynamics, and cultural tradition. Social impacts are an essential aspect of assessing the overall sustainability and well-being of a tourism destination.
Positive social effects of tourism. Positive social effects of tourism refer to the benefits and improvements in the well-being of the local communities and residents of a destination resulting from the presence of tourists and tourism industry. These effects encompasses various aspects of social life and can include enhanced livelihoods, cultural exchange, improved infrastructure, and increased social cohesion among other positive outcomes. Negative social effects of tourism. Negative social effects of tourism and hospitality refers to the adverse consequences that can arise in host communities and societies as a result of the tourism and hospitality industry's activities. These effects may include the disruption of local cultures and traditions, increased crime rates, social inequality, changes in community dynamics, and strained social services.
Impact of tourism on culture. The impact of tourism on culture refers to the influence that tourism can have on the traditions, customs, values, and way of life of the host communities and destinations that tourists visit. This impact can manifest in various ways, including changes in cultural practices, values, and identity. Tourism can both positively and negatively affect culture, as it can serve as a means of culture exchange and economic development, but it can also lead to cultural commodifications, homogenizations, and distortions. Positive effects of tourism on culture. Positive effects on tourism culture. In tourism and hospitality refer to the beneficial contributions made by tourism to the preservation, promotion, and enrichment of the cultural heritage and identity of a destination. These effects encompass various aspects, including the protection of traditional customs and practices, the revitalizations of cultural expressions, the enhancement of cultural understanding and appreciation, and the economic support for cultural preservation and revitalization efforts. Tourism can play a pivotal role in fostering cultural exchange and cross-cultural interaction, leading to the mutual enrichment of both visitors and host communities. Overall, the positive effects of tourism on culture help sustain and celebrate the diverse cultural tapestry and destinations while also generating economic opportunities for local communities and individuals involved in the tourism and hospitality sector. Environmental impact of tourism. The environmental impact of tourism and hospitality refers to the consequences and effects that the activities associated with the tourism and hospitality industry have on the natural environment. These impacts can encompass a wide range of ecological, climatic, and resource-related issues, including but not limited to deforestation, air and water pollution, habitat destruction, greenhouse gas emissions, water and energy consumption, waste generation and disruption of local ecosystems. These impacts arise from various aspects of the industry, including transportation, accommodation, food services, and recreational activities, and can have significant and sometimes detrimental effects on the environmental if not managed responsibly. Positive environmental impacts of tourism and hospitality refer to the beneficial effects that these industries can have on the environment. These impacts may include tourism and hospitality can contribute to the conservation and protection of natural environments, ecosystem, and wildlife habitats. They can support efforts to maintain biodiversity and preserve fragile ecosystems. Additionally, sustainable practices in these industries, such as responsible waste management and resource conservation, can reduce their overall environmental footprint. Negative environmental impact of tourism. The negative environmental impact of tourism and hospitality refers to the adverse effects that the tourism and hospitality industries can have on the natural environment. These impacts encompasses a range of ecological and environmental issues, including but not limited to deforestation, habitat destruction, water pollution, air pollution, waste generation, resource depletion, and greenhouse gas emissions. These negative impacts can result from various tourism and hospitality activities such as transportation, accommodation, food services, and recreational activities. Impact of tourism conservation. The impact of tourism conservation in the context of tourism and hospitality refers to the efforts and strategies employed within the tourism and hospitality industry to mitigate the negative effects of tourism on natural environments, culture, heritage, and local communities. It involves the responsible and sustainable management of tourism activities to ensure the preservation and protection of valuable resources for future generations, while also promoting economic and social benefits. Development of attractions. The development of attractions in the context of tourism and hospitality refers to the planning, creation, enhancement, and management of various points of interest or facilities that are intended to draw visitors, provide them with unique and enjoyable experiences, and contribute to the overall appeal of a destination. These attractions can encompass a wide range of experience and amenities, including natural landmarks, cultural heritage sites, recreational facilities, entertainment venues, accommodations, and dining establishments. The goal of developing attractions is to increase the attractiveness of a destination, thereby attracting tourists, stimulating economic growth, and supporting the tourism and hospitality industry. Historic preservation. Historic preservation in tourism and hospitality refers to the conscious and systematic efforts aimed at safeguarding and maintaining historical significant buildings, landmarks, and cultural heritage sites for the purpose of enhancing the visitor experience and promoting tourism. It involves identifying, conserving, and often restoring historical assets to ensure their continued relevance and accessibility to tourists while preserving their architectural, cultural, and historical integrity. This practice is fundamental in maintaining a destination in unique character, attracting heritage tourists, and contributing to overall sustainability and cultural richness of the region. Resident benefits. Resident benefits of tourism and hospitality refer to the positive outcomes of advantage that local residents of a destination or community can experience as a result of the tourism and hospitality industry operating in their area. These benefits can encompass economic, social, and cultural aspects contributing to an improved quality of life for residents. Environmental conflicts. Environmental conflicts in tourism hospitality refers to disputes, tensions, or issues that arise due to the interaction between tourism and hospitality activities and the natural environment. These conflicts often emerge when the interests and actions of the tourism and hospitality in this industry collide with the conservation and protection of the environment. Such conflicts can be categorized into various types, including conflicts over resource use, pollution, habitat destruction, and ecosystem disruption. Geological conflicts. Geological conflicts in the context of tourism and hospitality refer to disputes, challenges, or issues arising from the interaction between tourism activities and the geological features, processes, or hazards of particular area. These conflicts can encompass a range of geological factors including landforms, geological hazards, and natural resources, which can pose significant challenges to the tourism and hospitality industry in affected regions. Resident conflict. Resident conflict in the context of tourism and hospitality refers to tensions, disputes, or disagreements that arise between local residents and tourist or hospitality businesses operating in a particular destination. This conflict may stem from various factors including difference in cultural norms, economic disparities, environmental concerns, and disruptions to the daily lives of residents due to tourism activities. Such conflicts can have adverse effects on the overall sustainability and harmony of a destination's tourism industry and community well-being.